Hi, my name is Aaron, and this is my show, Reeducation. And today I want to talk about blaming the victim. Okay, so a couple of weeks ago, a Gillette commercial came out, and as true to form as I always am, I'm going to touch on that several weeks after it's no longer relevant. So Gillette releases this commercial, and it is against toxic masculinity. Now, my opinion on the commercial itself is pretty straightforward. Gillette is a capitalist corporation reappropriating a movement to sell razors. That's all that this is. But the stupid commercial actually does make a couple of points that I want to touch on. So, one of those points is catcalling. Now, catcalling is an interesting situation because what it is fundamentally is a guy trying to express to a girl or whatever that they find them attractive. Now, inherently, that isn't necessarily a bad thing. I mean, most girls, most guys, most people in that, matter enjoy being told that they are attractive. I like being told I'm attractive. You like being told you're attractive, especially if it's from somebody else that you find attractive. It's just kind of the way that we work as human beings. Now, obviously, I'm not exactly the correct person to be talking about this issue necessarily. I've never been a female, I've never been catcalled in the street, and I've certainly never had it affect me in a way that's made me feel uncomfortable or nervous. But what I do know is that men are, on average, bigger and more powerful than most women. And when a woman is alone, a man coming and approaching them and saying certain things like that could be fairly intimidating. Now, obviously, catcalling can make some people uncomfortable, but I'm not going to sit here and make any laws saying that you shouldn't be allowed to catcall. I think that it's rude, but I don't necessarily think that it should be illegal. But let's go one step further. What about following somebody? Now you've gone from a verbal action to a physical one, and now I think that we might have a bit of an issue. So when you're following somebody that is smaller or weaker or less powerful than you are, less protected, there's a power dynamic there that institutes fear. The person that you're following is going to be afraid of you, no matter if they're a man or a woman, regardless. If they're smaller or weaker, or if there's more of you than there are of them, they're going to be scared. Now, that's another level of being uncomfortable. But why are they following this person? Is it because of the way that they look? Possibly. Is it because of the things that they're wearing? Very likely. Should that person that is being followed have to change their appearance, the way that they are, the way that they like to live, the person who they believe to be them, should they have to change that just because they're afraid that somebody might follow them at night? So what if this person that's being followed is wearing something a little bit revealing, something that shows a little bit more skin, something that could be considered risque? Should they be allowed to be followed then? I mean, they're kind of asking for it, aren't they? They're putting themselves out there on display. They're making themselves known. They're making themselves be shown to the people around them. Wouldn't they then be basically asking to be catcalled or followed? So then what should that person do? Should they dress a little bit less revealing? Should they put on more clothes? Should they put on a pair of pants and a parka? Or maybe a burqa? Would that help? A burqa? Oh, no. You would never want to do that. You would never want to take away her rights. You would never want to take away her beauty, her ability to be an autonomous human being. You would never want to take away her right as a strong female to be able to show herself sexually as an individual. You don't want to cover her up in a bed sheet. You want her to be able to express herself, don't you? It's very interesting. Where would you draw that line? If you asked a Muslim person how you could still continue to be beautiful and wear a burqa, they would say that you would dress up the eyes. You would make your eyes look beautiful, or possibly it wasn't important unless you were with your lover, and that's why they have the veil on some. Where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line from wearing a pair of pants and a parka, or wearing a bralette and a mini skirt, to wearing a burqa? Why do you get to decide that for them? Why aren't they allowed to decide that for themselves? Seems to me that it's really none of your fucking business. And it also seems to me that if you want to follow that person, you're wrong. Anyway, that's just it's just the way I look at it. My name is Aaron. This is my show, Re-Education. Thanks for watching.